everybody, it's Val Haller from Valslist, and welcome to my house. We're all stuck at home, and we decided to invite you in and bring you a more intimate, personal side of Valslist. We're launching officially something called There's a Band in My Basement, because what you might not know is we've had over 100 bands sleep over at our house when they've done house concerts for us. And today, because we can't have a band in our house, we're taking you to one of our favorite artists' bathroom. But I'd like to introduce you to JDEicher from Canfield, Ohio. And let's start with giving you a listen.
All right. This is one called I Don't Want to Be Right. It's off my newest EP. Here we go.
Thank you so much. I love that song. And I think there are two sides of JDEicher. You have a goofy side, and then you have a super poignant, deep side. Let's talk for a minute about when you were at my house and how we met. You came for a house concert. It was the first house concert we had in our new house. So we've been doing house concerts, these intimate settings where like hundreds of people come and we pack them in the house, and they're these quiet listening sessions. And we moved to a new house. And we didn't do them for a year in the house. We were doing them at a local chapel. But you were the first one in the house. Wasn't it great?
Yeah, that is a highlight of 2019 for me for sure. First of all, you have a beautiful home, and it was such a nice night. I think it was a Tuesday night, and you guys packed him in there. It was such a nice audience. It was great.
Yeah, and it's I think when I first was inviting you, I'm like, hi, can you come to my house? You can sleep here. You can sleep here. We're going to pack people into the living room, and they're going to fill the tip jar for you. And I think you're like, okay, because it's not the typical house concert scene. It's sort of different. It's like a private party, but open to anybody, right?
Right. Yeah. No. You definitely have a special. Well, it's a brand built around it, but I think people know. It's not going to be a super long concert. It's going to be, easy to get in and out, and people are going to listen, and it's a listening environment. And you kind of set it up going in so everyone knows what to expect, and it's both comfortable and casual, and also professional somehow all at once, which is cool.
We also have a music fest now, which you were supposed to play. Yeah. You were booked this year on our lineup for Father's Day weekend in June. And unfortunately, like everything else, we had to cancel. But let's talk about music festivals. Yeah. They rock, and you do one. You do one in Ohio. So tell us about yours.
Yeah, well, I got to say first too, I was so bummed that Winnetka Music Festival got canceled. I was so looking forward to that, and I'm sorry you guys had to do that. I throw one in August each year, the weekend before Labor Day weekend, and. It's like a little boutique music festival, kind of in the spirit of what you guys are doing, but on a smaller scale. So maybe between 4 and 6 acts, and they're local acts, and then a national headliner, and then usually a couple touring acts that I have met along the way on the road. And I love it. It's like I always say, it's like a celebration of the indie music scene. We get like maybe 500 people in a really nice, tight listening environment. And there's beer tent and food trucks, and there's games for kids, and it's just a fun day of music, and we've been lucky with the weather, thankfully. So it's been a nice time.
The whole live music scene has gone away, and I'm not sure when it's coming back. And so we're so lucky to have technology that lets us bring artist and fan together in a more intimate listening session. Like, this is awesome for me because I get to showcase you, and people are actually like sitting and looking and listening to you, which, you know.
Yeah, well, luckily, this is one of the few venues around me that's still open, and it's mostly because it's just so sterile in here. I mean, it's naturally washed.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. So your wife, what's her name again?
Kathy.
So when you told Kathy that I said, let's do this in the bathroom, won't this be fun? What was Kathy's reaction?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm mildly in trouble, just she was like, what? And then she knows me at this point. I mean, last week she watched me carry a toaster oven down the stairs to the basement for a live stream, so she knows that I'm perpetually up to no good. But it was funny. I was like, I have to set up some lights, and I gotta put a camera in the bathroom today. And she was like, please don't zoom in on the soap scum. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna zoom in on the soap scum, But anyway, she's good. We're good.
Thank you, Kathy. And then your little girl. You sometimes put your little baby in the videos. How's Ellie loving Daddy being home 24/7?
Yeah, my daughter Ellie, she's 3, and that's probably. I feel like the young kids and the pets, in our world have scored with everyone being home, at least, because we hang out all the time. We get up together, and her mother and I kind of switch off and do work when the other one's helping with her. So I'm getting so much time with her, and it's tiring. She's got way more energy than I do, but I love it, every minute of it. It's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be hard to go back to the road, I think, in that way.
I will always bring you home. You're gonna find me here when your world is shaking, your heart is breaking. You're gonna find me here when your hope is gone and you need someone. You're gonna find me here every time you look for me. You're gonna find me here, and this love is free, my love is free. Hold fast the lines, drawn out and fine. We're made so delicate and we're thrown into the fight. But I know your heart, 'cause a part of it is mine. You will get hurt, but you will be alright. Oh.
Thanks, JD. I love that. And, you're a singer-songwriter, but you have different vibes and tones and tempos. So I really encourage people to look you up on Spotify and listen to your music, and even more so, look at some of his YouTube videos. Tell us about your Monday night shows. So I thought it was a part cooking show because you made a grilled cheese sandwich once.
Yeah.
But I think you do like singing and something else. Showing all of your skill sets.
Yeah, well, skill sets is pretty generous, but actually, ironically, I started doing this prior to quarantine. I've been doing little live stream online concerts since maybe like 2012, 2013. But in January, I started doing a weekly thing called JDTV, and it was the idea was I kind of made it like a TV show. So I have an intro, and there's like cheesy music that plays, and I have like announcements and commercial breaks, and some of the commercials aren't really commercials, blah blah blah. So it's just like totally goofy. But I've recently, we're in season 2 now. I mean, the showrunners are going crazy. We're getting offers from Netflix and Disney Plus. No, but honestly, so I hop on, and now it's like I do it's 3 songs in a segment. So I play a couple songs, and then I also do something goofy. So sometimes I'm just like it's a Q&A or something like that. But like last week, I set up a toaster oven on a milk crate on top of a couch, and then made grilled cheese. And it was both interesting because I'm not good at cooking, and it wasn't a good grilled cheese sandwich, but also the fire risk and the danger element really played nicely hand in hand. So you got like kind of absolute fear and then also culinary experience all at once.
Well, where can people tune in to find those? Can they find them all on your website, or?
They're every Monday at 8:30 Eastern, so 7:30 Central on Facebook /JDEicher, and it's a live stream, and then they're up usually for the next 24 hours or so if people miss it.
Yeah, that's a window into your world is what people really want. They love to download your music, and you can find that on Spotify and all your favorite music platforms. But it's really special to know the artist. And that's what live music does. It lets you go to the show and you get to own that story. Like whatever you saw in the show or whatever the artist said to you at the show that night, you own that. You know, you can't get that on Spotify. So will you end with the song and tell us about this one? And we love you, JDEicher. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I love you back, Val. I really appreciate your heart for artists and what you're doing. And thanks to everybody watching and lending me your ear for a bit. This is it's a privilege to get to do this. And honestly, this bathroom is more comfortable than I would have guessed.
Hey!
You know, so everything's been all right.
Spend more time in there.
Yeah, I might just set up shop in here, keep the microphone and we'll see what my wife says. But this is, I'm going to tune up a little bit while I'm chatting here, but this is a song I wrote for my parents. It's called Evergreen, and it's I got lucky with my parents. They're good people, and I kind of, anything good about me I always attribute to them, because I got lucky like that. But I think everybody in their life, whether it's parents or a friend or just somebody that they talk to for a minute, everyone hits along the way somebody whose impact is evergreen, and whatever they said or whatever they showed you through their actions sticks with you, and so I wanted to kind of write a tribute to those people who are evergreen in our lives, and that's where the song comes from. I hope you like it.
Starts out easier to say what you feel, then time makes emotions into onion peels. And I guess I'm getting old, but who isn't though? It's hard to love autumn when winter's in the air. Stress about Monday makes Sunday disappear. I can see it in your eyes, you're looking too far down the line. Don't you worry about dying, you're gonna live forever. Don't you worry about the living, they're gonna be alright. All the good you gave here is growing like a weed. You live forever, evergreen. That boat in the drive hasn't seen much lake. It was red when we got it, then we painted it green. And now the red is showing through. Time always tells the truth. I hear copper line playing out there on the water. The wind and the sails, my mother and my father. You ever sell that hunk of junk? I swear to God I'll kill you. But don't you worry about dying, you're gonna live forever. Don't you worry about the living, they're gonna be alright. All the good you gave here is growing like a weed. You live forever, evergreen.
Thank you, JD. I love ending on that note. Acoustic sessions are fabulous, and they're one way to listen to an artist. But I also want to showcase you on your very produced side, and this is more the sound which you would download on Spotify. And I just thought I would showcase one of your produced videos.
Cool.
And what if we do Ain't My Scene? Can you set that up a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So this is this is a video where I kind of make fun of music videos. So it's it's a song about being in awkward situations but trying to embrace them. So basically, you kind of go through these different situations where it's very clear that I and the band don't belong in the shot.
Well, I used to be on fire, times are changing, not rewinding. I can't say I saw a difference till it slipped out of my fingers. I should feel like I could die, but instead I'm so alive. This ain't my scene, but I'm gonna see what it's about. Let my boundaries down and my demons out. This ain't me, but I kinda feel new in town, and the view ain't bad from beside myself. Right now, and how much time should it be lost before what's lost becomes what's found? 'Cause my eyes are open wide and there's nowhere left to hide. This ain't my scene, but I'm gonna see what it's about. Let my boundaries down and my demons out. This ain't me, but I kinda feel new in town, and the view ain't bad from beside myself. This ain't my scene, but I'm gonna see what it's about. Let my boundaries down and my demons out. This ain't me, but I kinda feel new in town, and the view ain't bad from beside myself.
And you're sure they're gonna take me seriously as an artist? When they see this, people will take us seriously?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.